We got bananas in chat. That means that we're live on twitch.tv/Asuma, where live streams take place. If you are watching this on the second channel and you are confused, where is the chat? Where are the bananas? What is the Twitch? What is the TV? Yeah, okay, that joke's over. Didn't know where I was going with that one. Welcome everyone back to another live stream. Got a feeling today is going to be a cool one. Also, the Puka are raiding us. Say, buddy, thank you ever so much for the raid. Thank you for all you do, of course, and I appreciate you bringing your viewers over here. I know you've been streaming some Blender action. I caught a little bit of that a while back. It was fascinating to watch. It was fascinating. I am in a quirky mood. I've just my brain has been swirling with ideas related to music just before kicking this one off. I am Tan here with the Prime. Sharo Manaru here for 10 months. I hope we're not regretting waterlogging the arena already, peeps. Today what we're going to do is unwaterlog it. Changed my mind. I've decided it's going to be an aquatic themed above water PvP area. No, okay. Okay, that's not funny. I agree, that's not funny. A zombie MC here for 16 months. We got Valai Dranate here for 2 months. Sustanik is here with the Prime. The Last Psycho for 35. We got Daniel Cypher for 25. Did you know I have a drive manual? People get really annoyed when I tell them this, apparently. That I drive a manual. I drive a manual too. I thought you meant a driving manual. I know what you mean. You've got a gear stick. I drive with a gear stick too. Thanks so much for the support too. Just 2pack is here subscribing. Yeah, just 2pack. Actually, it's just pack 2. I read it the wrong way around. Oh, whatever. Twilight Purple is here for 9 months. We got Atem Awak with the Prime. Official Jaden is gifting 2 subs to Ramuku and Team Polyswag. Thank you ever so much. Appreciate that right there. We've got Batchlot here with the Prime as well. What's in those shulkers? Says Hello Music Maker. Oh, you won't believe what's in them. Man, I found some of the best stuff you can get in Minecraft, right? I loaded up all these shulker boxes. Anyway, don't worry about that. We're just going to leave that over there. I need to grab some Prismarine for what we're going to be doing later on, and probably won't need that. Yeah. Yeah. No, we're not going to look inside. Show us! Oh, Kira, you have been fooled. Oh my goodness me, look! Look at that, wow. Did you even think it was possible? I didn't think it was possible. Okay, let's just tidy up these materials from a project that I have been doing. It involved mining blocks, funny enough. Yeah, let's grab all of those. These ones we're going to go put in the cooker, which is full to the brim, this thing over here. Oh, that's in my next episode, yeah. Turns out, this thing, I can't even remember the details for some reason. Anyway, it's working and fully stocked up. So all of that will get smelted, which is awesome. So we'll just leave it there and pick it back up later, right? Don't let me forget. Emperor Exotic is here for none months with the Prime. Music Peril 96 is here for 2, and Sathian 1234 is here for none. None. Just the one. Sky is also here for 2, saying ready to enjoy another month watching you. Awesome, dude. Awesome. Well, there might be just naturally a few more streams over the coming months because there ain't no snapshot today, no pre-release, no release candidate. So here we are, streaming on a Wednesday, which don't normally happen. So, you know, that's a thing. And it's happening right now. What else can I say? I think you get the point. So yeah, maybe a couple of extra streams a week, which would be pretty cool. Asuma, why do you stream so early on live stream weekends, says Crash. Well, I'm an early bird, early morning person. I like to get up and get things done, you know? So I like to stream first thing. Okay, now that we've filled up this, I'm going to start to leak. I'm going to leak over to the side. Sounds so silly, doesn't it? Anyway, we are, just doing a little bit of tidying up at the beginning of the stream while people tune in. Then we're going to make some redstone supplies. We're also going to work on the aquatic area. So, lots to do. Lots to do. And we're going to have fun doing it, that's for sure. Because we always have fun here, right? Pretty sure fun is what we have. Do you play Doom? Says Colicon. You know what? I feel like I should really complete, what's it called? Doom Eternal. When I get my desk sorted out so I can sit again, I think I will play Doom Eternal a bit. Summon Shizen is here for a donation, saying this has replenished my serotonin levels after a long and still ongoing day of online classes. Thanks for this. No problem, dude. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to have a good time today. I can feel it. I can feel it. Okay, sand and sandstone. We got a spot for you. Yeah, I've had a very few productive days. Very few? That sounds wrong. The last couple of days have been very productive here on Hermitcraft. And today and yesterday, I've been working on this amazing idea for a game. Now, one thing I don't want to do is hype it up too much, right? But to be frank, I feel like I've found something really great. And I've gotten all of the redstone stuff pretty much done at this point. So when I hop on tomorrow, I will be doing potentially the last parts of the game. And then comes this like big phase of game design. I actually think it might be smart to do that game before we do the aquatic one, because it's going to give me some insight into a bit of, in Minecraft vanilla game development. But I'm not going to say anything. I'm just saying, next episode of Hermitcraft on the weekend, get a little bit hyped. Just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit, but get a little bit hyped. To be frank, who's Frank? I don't know. I don't know who Frank is, but we're always talking about him, to be frank. To be what? Huh? Are these things... I came around here and did a bunch of stuff earlier. Yeah, we can probably shimmy some of these logs into these other chests. Or most of them, right? We've done our sorting. We throw a couple away. So yeah, keeping it nice and clean. Now, I don't actually need one of these for where we're going. I'll need to get some supplies in a bit. What I will need is kelp. Probably ice or a water bucket, right? So let's sort that out. Freya Ebar is here for 6 months. We've got Selena Opal for free. Hey X, so the doctors I don't have sound on, but I'm still going to enjoy it watching. Oh, that's great. Also, Bluefish with the Prime and Regan Bag subscribing. That shulker box was full, says Pugios. Which one? The one that I put away? Did I pick up the wrong one? Oh, that would be naughty, wouldn't it? Oh, well spotted, I did. Yeah, because I shifted them all in one on the tool. Thank you, appreciate it. Is Mumbo still AFK, says Curse Wizard. Mumbo's not AFK. And we got more noises in the ear. We got cheers and bits from Sir Hammer1 saying, hey, it's a couple of streams ago I used broken English, lol, and was telling you about a reaction video of your world. Even watched it, just curious. Yeah, dude, I went and had a little search for, a reaction to my world, but I couldn't find anything, so I haven't seen it because I don't know where it is on the internet, Like, when you upload a video, you provide metadata with it. Tags, description box information, titles, that stuff feeds in. So when someone searches, assume a world reaction, I have a chance of finding it. But I tried a couple of search terms and couldn't find it, so I don't know what's up with it. I do not know what's up with it. Let's go put a conduit in the middle of this area, actually, so we can see what we're doing, right? Where be my conduit power? Be in here. There it is, and then we need some of these. Some of them, some of these, some of those. Bam. Actually, let's use the regular prismarine for this one. Can you fix the sides, please? Says Flame Vamp. Well, that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to fix the arena up. So the middle is probably that one there. Uh-huh. Oh, that thing emits light. That's cool. I wonder if you could waterlog it in your base, and like behind glass, and use it to emit light into non-watery area. That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Well, whoopsie doopsie. I did an oopsie. Also, we don't need any of these here, so we're clearing up that stuff as well. Now that is a fully complete conduit. Sweet, and we want to collect kelp, so we'll be trying to do that. We're also accidentally made a kelp farm over here, if you noticed or not. Okay, what I actually need to do is get this from the top, so it flows down. Kind of need to remove that actually, and then technically I don't have to remove it, but it's a part of the process. The god of the fish is here with the prime. And there it goes. Thank you ever so much, dude. Appreciate it. Whoopsie doopsie, I did an oopsie, says Lupidiloo. Yeah, whoopsie doopsie. That's what I said, wasn't it? We can use bone meal on kelp, right? Says Tony. Yeah, that's a new thing, isn't it? Almost forgot about that. Forces Live says Mawish Plays. Yeah, I saw Forces streaming. We tend to overlap our stream times a fair bit. By the way, peeps, I've got a hot cup of tea here today. And, you know, what a disappointment it would be to let that go undrunk. Can't let that be a thing, can we? She's AFK, prank time, says Mr. Jimmy. I'm sure you're just trolling me. Oh, apparently False is filling up her base with water, right. I feel like I want to fly over there and see like, which part she's filling up with water then. Oh, people are saying she is AFK. But she's streaming. You know the golden rule, you're not allowed to go AFK when you're streaming. She's gone. There's a lot of mixed messages now in chat, to be fair. Stunned Kidden is here for 2 months. Thank you so much, Stunned Kidden. Appreciate it. Okay, is this corner over here done? I think it is. We've got the back two over here to do. I think we might need to do one of those over there as well. It's a pretty simple process. Can you give us a super inspirational speech? Says Hynix Wing. I don't know. I don't think I got that. I don't think I got that energy. You know. Sometimes it comes to mind. Sometimes not so much. What's your favourite 2000s movie? Says Plastic Network. Well, let's just say some that come to mind. Like Donnie Darko would be one. I've been really enjoying watching some movies lately. Ones I've seen before, but I just enjoy watching a good movie you know you're going to enjoy, right? I look forward to that now. I'm like, yeah, let's just pick out something I know I'm actually going to enjoy. And enjoy. If I put this here going to the top, I'm not sure if it's going to make its way all the way across. We'll have a look. Let's see what it does. No! Denied. If I put one here, I think it would then fix it both ways. Let's see. It's like water puzzle solving I'm doing at the moment. Yes, it looks like it's doing it. There you go. Sweet. And we got a donation here, noise near from Couple Water. Saying, hey X, I made a creeper/iron farm in my 1.16.1 world and have lit up all the caves in 128 block range, but my rates are horrible. Was wondering if you had this problem at some point too. Remember, it's got to be in range of the player, where the player stands and AFKs. That radius is related to the player. Maybe you thought it was related to the position of the farm, which it won't be. So that's one thing. It could just be bad design. I don't know what design you built, but not all farms are built that well, you know. So it's probably going to be. I'm going to guess it's radius to farm instead of radius to the player. Yeah, try that. Do it based on where the player AFKs. And it also, if you built it in the sky, then there's a good chance the rates are going to be pants, because the higher up in the world the farm is, the slower it is. That's why in like Season 5 and other farms you might have seen, they build them at the very bottom of the world and open it up to the sky. We got Vodo Gran here with the Prime. Cup of water, thank you again for the donation, appreciate it. We also got Storm81 with a donation saying, please add dolphins to the pool, Mr. Shishuma. Thank you for the donation, dude. I appreciate it. As I said before, I'm not going to add dolphins because I really don't like dolphins' grace. It's possibly convenient if you're like, if you literally need to really get somewhere, then it's probably pretty great, right? I'm seeing things like seeing the sun. It just looks strange over there. I love that we got a cheaty zoom key now. It's so good. But yeah, if you put a dolphin in here, like, you go so fast and you have this kind of like ice effect, like boat on ice, like skidding. It's so irritating. Whenever I get dolphin's grace, it always disrupts what I'm doing. And very rarely is it like, I just need to travel in this direction really fast, and then you get dolphin's grace. So I'm not a big fan of dolphin's grace. Isn't pants slang for underwear in Britain? So calling something pants is like calling it undies. Yeah, pants are undies, but you also say that's pants if you mean something just is kind of lame or whatever, right? Storm, thank you again. Kodak5Prez is here subscribing. We got Rattan Rave here with the Prime, and we got cheers and bits from Sir Hammer 1. Okay. I will take that and look at it after the stream. Thank you, dude. It says not to read it out loud, peeps. Thank you for the cheers and bits. I will try and find that video. Does the server update when the newest Optifine comes out, says Plastic Network? No, it updates when what's it called is ready, Lithium. That's when we update. And you know, 1.16.2 is going to be a great update. Loads of cool little tweaks and changes in this one. Right, now that it's night time, the vision down here under the water, it takes a little bit of time to brighten up, doesn't it? It's still good though, it's still good. And how much of my inventory is full of this stuff? Enchantment glint question mark, says Salink. Yep, I'm using a new resource pack. I updated my vanilla tweaks one and decided just to put a few more things in it. Including the enchantment glint. I've really come around to that now because the other one's so much more intrusive. And we've got a sheep in the corner over there. I hope you will swim your way out of that problem, Mr. Sheepy. Let's help you out. We're going to put our water in this column. Come with us. Come with us, good sir. Don't drown. Don't drown on your travels. Spin around. That's good. Just don't drown. Dude, you're freaking out. It's okay. You're just at the top now. My word. My word. There were diamonds, says McNoob. Diamonds? Where were the diamonds? There wouldn't be diamonds in a place like this. Surely not. Sir Hammer, also, thank you so much for your subscription, dude. Appreciate that. In the wall? Oh. 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 Should we mine them? Look, we could mine them and make some diamonds. Name it something. How would I name the diamonds? Some people, says Uku. Some people, I know. Some people just can't stop thinking about diamonds, can they? They've gone diamond mad. Oh, reading chat is endlessly amusing when it involves diamonds. Great stuff. Right, okay, we got one more corner to do here. Someone says, Asuma is already drowning in those diamonds. It's kind of true. I got loads. Diamonds are not a problem for me. So doing it like this should work out just fine. Yeah, we got it. We got it. Who's the richest Hermitcraft? Who's the richest Hermitcraft? Who's the richest Hermit? Says exclusive. I don't know. It wouldn't be me. I haven't made crazy diamonds. I've made a fair few. Probably Corrales this season. Kero Platoon is here resubscribing. Kero, thank you so much for your resubscription. Appreciate it, dude. Right, there are a few more kelpie bits to gather here and there, but I think that'll do. And when it comes to the ceiling of this thing, I kind of want to keep this little groove going all the way across. But then there's another bit actually that needs some, right? Didn't think about that. The windows need it too. Hey, and the water is already flowing here technically, so I don't actually need to go to the top, or do I? I think I need to put water right there. And look at that, water sources all the way up. Very cool. Well, we have a little bit more work to do then, don't we? We got cheers and bits here from official Jaden saying, hey Asuma, curious question for you. If someone was to create a time-lapse track for you on your Hermitcraft time-lapses, would you ever use them? Also, don't mind those diamonds, they're very shiny for the builds. Also, 20 minutes in, care for a slab of tea. Oh, thank you so much for the tea reminder, dude. As for music, on Hermitcraft, on YouTube in general, it's incredibly touchy, so I'm very specific with what I use. A lot of people out there don't understand copyright law and licensing and what terms like royalty-free mean, and so it's a bit of a landmine when you try and use other people's music, and I've experienced some negativity with that before, so I'm not really looking for anything in particular other than using, the sources that I can use and trust. Ruby617 is here for 4 months. Thanks so much, Ruby, appreciate it. Creeper Hunter says, yeah, Mumbo's copyright stuff was terrible. Exactly. That's the kind of great example of a problem you can run into. Someone tells you can use my music, but they don't even know the rights to their own music. Yeah, I can use the YouTube audio library. Weird kid, that's a good point. That's all vetted, all the stuff in there. Someone says, use bone meal on the kelp. I just realised why. I just realised why I would do that. What are in these? Oh yeah, goodies. Lots and lots of goodies. Yeah, down in here. Oh, what? Grab just a little bit. I don't think we're going to need a lot. Okay, so next one's this window. My cat stole my pizza, says I like chicken nuggies. Oh man, I could do with a slice of pizza right now. Yeah, so that, it's going to be costly, but it grows it for us. So we're less up and downness, I guess. We can kind of predict if it grows one for one as well, how much we're going to need in total. Oh look, I missed a wall, so fix it like this. Do I have to grow the base one to grow? Oh wait, what's going on here? I think it wants water up above. Oh, I might have missed one of the other sides as well as it goes. Let's go check it. Let's go check that side over there. Asuma, you play any other games than MC and FPS EFT? I don't know what FPS EFT, well, first person shooter, I don't know what EFT is. I got the itch to play Infinifactory again, I'll tell you that. And it's been so long since I played it, it might actually just be fun to play it again on a live stream. And I'll probably remember some of the puzzles and do them easy, and some others I probably won't. But, that, you know, I might do that actually. I might just fire up a bit of Infinifactory and go for it. EFT is a lot of fun, says Tackman. It might be a lot of fun, but I still don't know what EFT is. Oh, do you know what's really great? GXR! Tell me about that GXR, peeps, come on. I was playing some GXR earlier. I was also playing a bit of ATL. Yeah, really good. Liked that one. You know, what about that CBR? Oh, man. That's one heck of a game right there. Do you know what my favourite thing to do is make confusing abbreviations? Oh yeah, CBR! FTL! I know what that one is though, but I could be wrong. I could think it's something else, you know. Funny transforming llamas. You know, I love funny transforming llamas. That game's great. What's FTL? Faster Than Light is the game I know as FTL, and it's a classic. It's a roguelike game set in space. It's really quite a lot of fun. That's one of those games, though, for me, like, I played it, I got my feel for it, and I feel like if I ever go back again, there's so much, like, relearning to do. You know, I kind of just I hit that burnout point on games, right? Talk about this all the time. But anyway, I got a recommendation to play Hearts of Iron 4, and so I checked it out and watched this like 40-minute tutorial on how to play. That game looks like it takes hours and hours to play. Very in-depth. Does look very interesting though, so I'm going to try and get a copy of the game. And I might check it out for a little bit and see where we go with that. But the main thing for me was the time, like, it looked like it would take a really long time to play just one game. I think someone is trying to trick me into swearing in chat by like saying, "Can you can you say this word, please?" And it's just, yeah, the letter P is silent, just a swear word with the letter P in front of it. You know, well done. You tried. Okay, I didn't fall for it. Peeps are recommending Subnautica. Yeah, I never really got pulled into that one. That had like a big craze, you know, back in the day. What would it be like? There was a season of Hermitcraft where like people like Slipgator and DMAC and all that were playing it, and I just never got pulled into that one. Anyway, I feel like I'm just longing to play something a little different lately. That's why I've been talking about it a lot. I mean, we've got Tony Hawk's coming up. We'll do that one. I'm probably going to do an Infinifactory stream just to get a feel for it again. Man, why am I like so floaty on water? It feels so floaty, high up. Right, I believe we just did everything, right? Or do we have this one over here to do? That one's done. They're all done. I'm pretty sure they're all done. So we'll go tidy away this kelp, and then we'll make some redstone supplies, and then we'll gather some materials for the next part of building I need to do in here. And we got noises in the ear, which I'm behind on. Clover Bow is here with a Prime. Whoosh Master is here for 5 months. Saying X, I've been having some troubles with my ego and constantly looking down on people. I don't really know how to deal with it. I'm not even sure why I do it. I just... Here we go. I just... where am I at on this then? I just always have to feel like I'm better than other people. Also, thanks for making quality videos. Thank you for your 5 months, and thank you for your honesty as well. It's really a good thing that you're able to see yourself doing that. I see myself doing that a little bit on occasion, like having a reflexive attitude to look down at someone else's behaviour, but I always sort of instantly jump back to reminding myself that they're human, and like and reminding myself it's very easy to just quickly judge. It's like a bit of a knee-jerk reaction sometimes. But, you know, having not really gone through quite the same issue, I'm not sure particularly what to advise. But maybe to practice letting go of that feeling, right? Might be a good place to start. That's what I recommend, because, you know, if you have like self-destructive feelings or tendencies or certain negative patterns, one of the things to practice is to sort of accept that it's there and then try to let go of it. Try to just let it pass. You know, like when someone does something that annoys you, but it's someone that you care about, someone that you love, and it's just like a little habit they might have. You know, it can be really good to remind yourself how if that person, you know, died tomorrow, you would want nothing more than them to do that little thing that irritates you. So it's good to put things in perspective in that way. But if you're dealing with strangers or people that you might not have an initial reason to care about, just remind yourselves that they're human and try and let that feeling go. Just try and not let it occupy your thoughts, right? And maybe then that becomes a feeling you can gravitate towards. I find that feelings are things you can gravitate towards. You can remind yourself, like when you're angry, of what being in a better mood feels like, and maybe gravitate in that direction. Gimme a Taco says, might help to remind yourself of your own past tendencies and how you grew out of them, and think of the other person you're looking down on in the same context as someone who just needs to grow a little. Yeah, sometimes perhaps you're looking at someone who's showing some immaturity a little bit. There's, you know, any kind of strategy, any way you can frame it that works for you to alleviate those sorts of feelings, that's a great way. And, you know, people are suggesting things in chat, and all of these suggestions are valid, really, if you give them a try and you find something that works. Very interesting. It's most of all, though, that you observe that in yourself is really good. Okay, well, yeah, we came back to make redstone supplies, right? So I need a lot of stuff, like half a stack of hoppers. We need some more droppers again. You need to finish the creeper tower slime top. Yeah, I'm not actually trying to finish it. It's unfinished and it will stay that way until I decide I want to do something with it. I actually don't need that many droppers. Probably going to need a whole bunch of redstone from over here, right? So let's just grab tons of this. So that'll make some droppers. What about comparators, redstone repeaters, half a stack of each basically. So repeaters and comparators. That means about 3 stacks of this. And we've got more noises in here. We've got Anna Bomb Banana gifting a sub to Mr. Banana Boy. Thank you ever so much, as always, Anna. Appreciate you gifting the subs. We got Lord Jakey Poo with the Prime. We got DODO124 with the Prime. We got Official Jaden gifting the sub to OK Times with Dev. Thank you, Jaden, for supporting the community and gifting the sub. We also got Egg here with a donation. Asking, how did you become so wise, mature, and patient? Were you like this since you were young? Thank you for the donation, dude. Absolutely not. I think I always had a good streak in me that could be brought out, but for the most part when I was younger, like the further back in time I go, the less tolerant and more judgy I was. Maybe without even realizing it a lot of the time. It's just like, you know, life is a journey, and you learn things on the way, and you just become smarter with time, right? It'll happen to most people. When you encounter like bad ideas in life, you don't then go, that's great, I'll keep doing that. Although, you know, some people might end up in a destructive cycle, but you tend to find good ideas, good thoughts, and you hold on to them and learn from them, and you go through things, and you come out the other side a bit stronger, right? Okay, there's that. Then we need some torches. And apparently possibly more torches. Then we want those droppers. Then we're going to make not that many repeaters. And quartz was the other thing I didn't pick up. Don't forget the TX. Thank you, peeps. I'm going to drink a little bit more. Ooh. We're going to have to break up some of this. Which I don't like doing, really, because I now get it from the farm. So we'll break off enough so we got 32 of those, essentially. MC Hatter says, how has religion shaped your understanding of the world? Well, I don't primarily go to religion for it shaping my understanding, but religious ideas, when I encounter them, certainly will certainly influence, or at least have some sort of effect, but I'm not one to hold on to things in a religious capacity, so I don't think of like morals and helpful stories in terms of like quotes from the Bible and stuff, but I'm sure some of the things I know are similar to things in there. Okay, let's put some of these things away. Extra droppers. I don't even know which ones are what. I think I'm just going to put them in here. So we got our quartz bits over here. Going to put those things over there. And Anna Bombanana is gifting a sub to Strawberry Candle. Thank you ever so much, Anna. Appreciate it. Licky Sticky Icky is here for 11 months, saying hello everyone. My day off and an extreme. It's a good day and a good week. New manager job pays 50 more. Awesome, dude. Congratulations on getting a new job. That's great. Almost out of stone buttons, I see, says Pangs. Yeah, that's a slot that I don't really need to worry about keeping filled up too much, right? There's usually some tea around you. Tea? Stone, you can tell what's on my mind. We got some observers, half a stack of string, and some target blocks to make pistons as well. Probably going to start with the pistons. What did I say? Half a stack of string? Bang, that's taken care of. So for the pistons, we just want probably half a stack of each for now will be fine. So make a full stack and then make half of them sticky. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. It's always nice to mass craft stuff. And I actually like keeping the redstone kind of topped up. I've been very in the redstone mood lately. Like, after doing some more redstone today, I'm just like, yeah, I want to get... excuse me, I want to get in the groove of this. Why are the buttons so big? Is that another vanilla tweak? I think it is. I don't know what pack it's a part of, but I noticed that they were bigger, and I actually kind of like it. Like, the bigger buttons feel far more visible. So, I'm down with that one. Oh, well, that's kind of convenient, because I needed to split it up. Giles says, how can I donate something? Oh, the donate button is below the stream if you scroll down somewhere. It's down there, I think. Suma, get an Indian takeaway later. Got any recommendations? Gonna try something new, I think, says JB Mine. Oh, you're making me think about curry, and I wasn't gonna have one this weekend. Oh. You know, here's my favourite. Vegetable masala. I love that. I love motor paneer, sag paneer. That's motor paneer is like peas and cheese curry. I had a really lovely one the other day. Sag paneer is cheese and spinach. Onion bhaji, I always get an onion bhaji with every curry. Mix it with the sauce. And for bread, I love peshwari naan or a keema prafara, whatever they're called. But I'd recommend getting, you know, here's what I recommend: peshwari naan bread, onion bhaji, and for your curry, just try a masala if you haven't done a masala before. They're my favourite. If you don't eat a lot of hot food, they're probably the most enjoyable before it gets too hot. And if you've been eating masalas for a long time, like I have, they're not. You don't even consider them hot anymore. But there you go. There's some curry recommendation for you. Asuma's curry tips. You know. Okay. The other thing we're gonna make, we'll grab a little bit of glowstone. Actually, have I even got the dust? I think I've just got glowstone, right? Never mind. Wait, no, it's glowstone with... Yeah, what am I on about? I was thinking of it the other way around in my head. Okay, so we can make a bunch of those, and then we want hoppers. That's like the last thing, so just under half a stack. 21, actually. We'll just make that many then. Here we go. Why 2 stacks of string? Red Skimmer, I think it just filled up a slot that it wasn't supposed to, so it's kind of more than I need, but that's fine. Okay, we've got a noise in the ear donation here from Intimidating Raccoon. Saying, hey X, thanks for making great content and being such a nice guy. Thank you for your donation, dude. I appreciate it, and thank you for the lovely message. Happy to do these things that we do here. Hoppers, redstone lamps. That was it, wasn't it? That was it. I'm not going to bother making tripwire hooks and stuff. Where is your bedroom, says Salik. I haven't made one yet, actually, have I? Okay, that's pretty good. I feel like we're properly stocked up for the things I use on a frequent basis. Sorry, bro, but your Hindi pronunciations are horrible. No surprises there. No surprises there. We've got another donation from PKA1994 saying thank you for all the good videos. I'm learning a lot from you. Keep being you, Asuma. Thank you so much, dude, again. Thank you for the lovely message, and I'm glad you're getting some value from what we do here. Alright, so in goes these things. And, wow, we've got loads of other stuff stashed away. What's next now that we grab some redstone? I know what's next. The way you pronounce Indian food names makes me laugh. Well, if you get a chuckle, then it's all good, right? Okay, so is this one here? We need grey stained glass and grey concrete powder. But not grey concrete, funny enough. So to make more concrete powder, we'll grab 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Go get some grey dyes. Do you like macaroni? I like macaroni and cheese, right? Mac and cheese. But it's a very... very kind of like, well, you know, eating mac and cheese ain't going to kill you. It's not the healthiest of dishes, let's say. It's not the most... It's not like a bowl of salad, is it? It's pretty plain on the nutritional side, but it's still good. And I like a good bowl of mac and cheese. In fact, when I went to Rome, one of the first dishes that I had was basically like an Italian mac and cheese, but I was looking for a place to eat, didn't have too much of an option, and I kind of got this feeling as I was ordering, this isn't a proper Italian restaurant. Like, they're just microwaving stuff, and when the food came out, it was kind of like, yeah, this is just like microwaved food. This isn't anything special, but it's still super tasty, and it was basically like a mac and cheese. Put veggies in mac and cheese. Yeah, you can do that. In fact, when I have my vegan cheese sauce, sometimes I cook it with a bit of pasta and a whole bunch of veggies. So you can do that, of course. VD4 is here with the Prime. We got Chapter Corey subscribing. We got the Arctic Viking here for 19 months. 03 April 91. That's like a birthday right there for 2 months in a row. Thank you so much. And Bruschetta is here with the Prime. Appreciate all your support, peeps. X, how do you learn about / what are you learning about now? What are you learning now? Generally, whatever pops into my feed will be something I'm learning about. I don't like really study something over and over again. I just learn little things as we go along, right? Like Captain Dissolution did a really great video on explaining how colour is not even a thing. It's just a concept in your brain. It doesn't exist in reality. And I knew all that stuff already, but he just did such a fantastic technical breakdown of the ins and outs of it. It was really cool. That video was dope, says S34. All his videos are, man. That guy is just full-on intensity when it comes to quality. There are no compromises. It's pretty amazing, his stuff. Have you updated your observer head for storage? Oh, I didn't do observers. That's fine though. We're moving on to the next bit. I also need some stone. Every time I do this, I put stone underneath, right? So it's probably too much stone, but we got shulker boxes. We've got sea lanterns. We've got lights. What else do we need? As of right now, I don't think we need too much. So let's go study our landing bays for a second. Quality over quantity, says Double King. Yeah, but like he's like 99% quality. I talk about this concept of aiming for, like, you know, getting stuff out there as opposed to making everything perfect, and I sort of aim for like the 80% sort of range. I don't spend those extra 3 or 4 hours or however long it ends up being to get to like 90%, and then it's like another 10 to get to 95, right? Okay, I think I know what I'm doing here. Just start with the center and move out is the way we'll play this. So yeah, but that guy is just like, you know, getting that 99th percentile of quality on every video. It's super impressive. So the middle here is black. And what we want to do is just surround that with some stone and then get on. Down in a hole, I'm feeling so low. Okay, let's get out of here. You know, I don't want to wallow in my misery as I'm stuck in the hole. Okay. What is the best way to start streaming, X? Says Corky. To start. To start. Just start. You're going to get some things wrong, you're going to learn as you go. The best way to start is to start. Okay. So, if we come out to the edge like that, we can put walls here if we decide, you know, we don't want to see any of this stuff. So that's as far as we'll go. This is also going to be level with the ground. Molly the Spice says, I'm glad you aren't judgy. I was banned by one of the more snarky hermits for being snarky. Oh dear. Well, I'm a bit of a troll, a bit of a snark on occasions, but you know, if I'm doing it, geez, I'm just encouraging all of you. I need to get that glass up in here now, so we can fill in those gaps and not accidentally fill them with this stuff. Best way to start isn't always to charge forwards. I tried to stream yesterday and my computer ran out of space, says Ice Milk. I feel like the point you're trying to make disproves itself. Like, that's why you start somewhere. That's why you get going, because you're going to learn about things. Like, sometimes you don't know what you're missing until you go and try it, right? Like, a lot of the times when people ask that question, it's because they're trying to figure out what they need. But really, it's like, just start going. And then it's like, oh, well, I need a program. So now you know you need to search for a program, right? And then you figure it all out step by step. Don't expect someone to, like, set it up for you and be like, well, here's everything you need to do and bam, there you go, you can go. You're going to have to figure lots of it out. That's the last of my tea. Actually finished a cup of tea for once, you know? Actually finished a cup of tea. It's a miracle. Okay, so I don't know how big I want this landing platform to be is another problem. It will end up having a very similar style to the others. We'll probably put a little roof in here before it connects with everything else that's going on. But yeah, I don't have like a big plan just yet. And when I do, then I can start filling it in properly. Red sands of sandstone. Arknights Gaming says, what kind of computer would you recommend? I have no idea what you want a computer for, you know. If I tell you to get a super beast computer like mine, you might be throwing money down the drain. If you just want something that synchronizes with your iPhone, then get an iMac. Best thing to do if you want to know what to do with many things is to do research, right? And there's plenty of advice on buying computers and what to buy, right? Subtle flex, says tie-dyed bread. Well, not really. I'm not flexing, like, you know, it's a decision I made, right? Like, should I buy a super duper beastly computer with all the top end hardware? And I've never done that before this computer. I've always been someone who makes stuff last, buys something reasonable. Did that for my last 2 computers. Both of them were over 5 years each. I think the last one was 7 years. So most of my YouTube journey, I am using a computer that wasn't... Actually, it was built for that, sort of. It was right at the beginning when I was shifting to doing YouTube. So it was built for this in some regard. But, you know, not far enough down the line where I'm like, well, I'm streaming games and sharing the experience with people. I can sort of justify me having some fancy hardware to do that, right? But yeah, I make things last. And I plan on making this computer last a long time, especially if I'm going to be doing Minecraft for some time. I'm not going to need an upgrade for another 5 years, basically. I'm still playing Java, right? Unless Java goes through some miraculous transformation. Anyway, I brought it for my needs, and because I make content, I could kind of justify that I should have, you know, top frame rates and all that kind of stuff. But it's up to you what you want to do with your money. If you want to save up and get a super top-end computer, it may or may not be worth it, really, right? Like, if you love playing computer games and you want to play first-person shooters with top graphics, then it could be worth it. But if you like playing Minecraft, you'll find that these supercomputers don't really squeeze much else out of the game, unfortunately. So your knowledge of how computers work and what hardware to get, and again, there's a plethora of information on YouTube. It's not hard to go and find videos with people giving advice on what kind of computer hardware does what, right? So you can learn about it and then make an informed decision. I legit playing Geometry Dash on my 2000 gaming PC. What am I doing? Says It's Ricey. Exactly. You know, like if you like playing small little indie games that don't use a lot of graphics, then you really don't need a super rig PC to play it. So is it worth throwing all that money at it? Probably not. If I were doing this, like what I'm doing right now, but not streaming, doing it casually, I wouldn't be doing it on this computer. Like, I wouldn't have brought it because it just would have been a ridiculous place to put the money. But since it's for, you know, this, which is my job, and all of you enjoy it as well, I can kind of justify it. It's the first time I've done anything like top end. X, have you tried? Do you like Japanese food? I love Japanese cuisine. Some of my favourite right there. Okay, so we've got a couple of landing bays, kind of like half in at the moment. I'm thinking I might build the roofs on them, and then see where we go from there. We could have like little doorways on each side, and then they could connect to other stuff. We also got to put a roof on this arena, and I can't make up my mind what I want to do, right? Like, I don't want to leave it open. Maybe if we just put white concrete above all of it, like there's just this little pocket of air you can come up to. Let's experiment with that a bit. I've actually got a shulker box full of concrete we can mess about with a bit. Food again, says Brave. You know I enjoy my food. I have a lovely Ryzen 3 2200 with a Radeon 570. That's essentially bottlenecked, but it's the best 700 I've spent. Yeah, another thing about buying the AMD Ryzen stuff, or whatever it's called, is understanding single-threaded performance. Now, Minecraft runs on a single thread, therefore, if you're playing on a Ryzen or whatever, you're not going to see good return on that because it's made for multi-threaded stuff. Now, I thought that like top-end games, modern games, were pretty much, you know, multi-threaded, but I can't remember who it was. Someone told me that apparently a lot of games are actually single-threaded. And if that's true, then this whole like Ryzen targeting gamers thing, it could potentially just be one of those gimmicks where it's like, well, we've developed this multi-threading hardware, let's just put all the light on that and not mention that it might not be the best thing for what you're doing, right? All CPUs are multi-threaded though, but like Intel tends to perform better for single-threaded tasks, and AMD for multi-threaded. We got a donation here from Morgie B521 saying, "Hey X, hope you're well in these uncertain times. I just want to donate to Mum F Streamer. Not sure what that means. Plus YouTuber. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you for your donation, dude. I appreciate the support. And yeah, thank you again." Tibertoka says Minecraft uses multiple threads. That's not true. It's a single-threaded game. I think it's because of Java, right? I mean, it might look like it uses multi-threads on your computer, but it's not. Okay, we could put glass in as the roof, but then we'd probably end up putting something above it. Anyway, we came back here for concrete, and look at that, I got some. And it's all going to disappear very quickly, basically. What are threads? Says Beast Jack. So, let's think of it like this, right? You got a CPU, okay? Let's go back to the basics. You know, imagine a CPU is just crunching numbers. 1 + 1 = 2, right? You know, that's what your computer does, and it does them really fast. So, in order to make stuff happen on the computer, it just keeps doing calculations, right? It crunches numbers, it tells the computer to draw shapes on your screen so that the game can become a reality, all that kind of stuff. Now, when a computer becomes multi-threaded, it's because it has something called a core. So it's like now you've got 2 CPUs side by side. You've got a dual core CPU. That's where it started. Then you have quads. Then now you've got 8s and 16s and so on. And this means that multiple numbers can get crunched at the exact same time. Now they're still capable of crunching numbers at, you know, extreme paces, right? Like, it's not like they're slow, but you can just do them parallel. But when games are written, depending on what codes they're written with, or what like framework, like Java, or like a different engine or whatever, right? Like, it may or may not take advantage of the fact that you can use those 2 cores at the same time, and Minecraft doesn't. So it's only using 1 core. It's only using 1 thread and crunching all the numbers. So the idea is the more cores, better performance. But your software or your computer game has to, you know, take advantage of that. Otherwise, it's just going to use 1. So anyway, I was told that most gaming apparently does use just single-threaded. So even this like AAA games are just running single-threaded, and essentially meaning that, you know, this AMD multi-core stuff might be a bit over the top. But I kind of thought, surely not like the big budget games, right? They would probably love to take advantage of that, especially since it's so common now. Like, I remember when I was much younger, like when the first dual-core computers started to come to market, it was like, whoa, like a computer with 2 CPUs, this is incredible. And, you know, you'll find like your mobile phone in your pocket's probably got at least 4 now. Just the way technology goes. Alec Carroll says, so if you play MC, you won't need a core processor. Well, every processor has a core. Some have multiple ones. All the things you get today probably will have multiple cores. The point is, like, if you want to buy a computer and you want Minecraft to do well, you need to look at single-threaded performance. So you go to something like a benchmark website where they benchmark all of the different CPUs to see how well they do. You know, like, you want to look at single-threaded performance, and mostly Intel dominates those. What's the CPU, says Grey Boy Beck? It's a central processing unit. It's like the heart of your PC. There's all these different bits of the PC you got to learn about, like RAM. For example, like another pitfall of RAM is that people think that RAM speed is really important. Like, you got to get the highest RAM speed. Okay, you can end up spending a lot of money on getting these high megahertz rates. Thing is, how much of a difference does it make? From what I've learned on it, not a lot. And the other problem is, motherboards tend to not support the high speeds. So you can buy a motherboard, and if you don't look at what RAM speed it supports and you buy something faster, it doesn't even use that extra RAM speed. It only goes as fast as the motherboard goes. So it's, again, another pitfall of like throwing money at something is, first of all, you probably don't need the fast RAM speed. Second of all, you might end up buying something faster than your motherboard supports. And that happens a lot because a lot of people tend to overlook the motherboard. I used to do that. I used to just get the cheapest motherboard possible, right? Like, why would I need that? And I remember, I think it was when I was making videos a while back, like, I was trying to run a backup and record and move a file, and like the whole computer just slowed down, and it was because the motherboard was basically bottlenecking everything. And that's when I learned that, you know, if you get a cheap motherboard, you'll put bottlenecks on the performance of all the hardwares. And that was just one way that I could see it visually. So this computer's got like a top-end motherboard, and I haven't tried to stress test it, but I've never had a problem transferring files, running backups while recording, any of that kind of stuff, right? So if ever I need to run a backup or get some files off of a backup when I'm recording at the same time, I can probably do that and a couple of other things. What do you think of the idea of Apple making their own CPUs for Mac, says Mr. Ma? Well, it makes sense. I don't know the specifics, but like the idea of Mac, their philosophy is like it's closed-in technology, so they develop pretty much most of the software you'll see on it. They develop the hardware. It's not open source, and there's like pluses and minuses to this, right? Like viruses and that kind of stuff are a lot less common on that operating system because it's more closed in. It's more compatible with itself. Like, I've experienced a lot of this in the past. Today things are way more plug and play, but back in the day, if you wanted to do kind of like anything remotely custom with computers, you would run into like compatibility issues with left, right and center, whereas with Macs, like, stuff is very plug and play. If it says it can connect to another Mac, it probably will. Foolish Mortal says, I came here for a stream, not a lecture on CPUs. Hey, look, people are asking, man. Look, we just talk about stuff on these streams, right? We're just somehow talking about computer stuff today. Is there really a problem with that? Single-threaded performance, top 20. Intel holds position 1 to 18, AMD in 19th, says Sky Shadow. There you go. And that's my point about like why I pick a Intel processor over an AMD, is because I play Minecraft, and Minecraft needs single-threaded performance. Hermitcraft runs on a Intel CPU, for example, right? Again, looking for that performance. We wouldn't get an AMD one because the multiple cores don't benefit us, but if a game uses multiple cores, it will probably perform better on the AMD because of that. Joseph says, Intel gang, Intel gang. It's not a thing like that. It's not a loyalty thing. It's not a, oh, I'm with this brand, I've invested my emotions in them. No, it's a, just, look, I just want to play this game the best I can. What do I need for it, right? Max Elm says, Optifine makes it a multi-threaded game, at least for 4 threads. Other games use multiple cores. I tested it for myself. Max LM, I don't know how you tested that, but I think you'll find that's wrong, because just thinking about it logically, like, that would make Optifine a rewrite of the entire Minecraft game, which it is not. Again, like, as I said earlier, it might look like it's using multiple threads on your computer, but it's probably not. You know, maybe my knowledge on this stuff isn't up to snuff like I thought it was, but you know, in the past I've heavily looked into this stuff to figure it all out. TST Arrival says, do you recommend building your own computer or buying a pre-built one? I'd recommend building your own computer if you've watched videos of people doing it and it looks like something you'd enjoy, or you've got a particular interest for that. If you're not technically savvy, if you're like really new to computers, probably not worth it. But if you're quite comfortable with computer terminology, know your way around them a bit, then you'd probably be alright with it. Hey look, we've got loads more white concrete here. Well, we can keep going. We can keep going. Suma, what are your pronouns so I don't misgender you? Says, I like chicken nuggets. I don't have any pronouns or anything like that. You can call me whatever you like, to be fair. I don't care. You can call me a derp, you can call me a goof, a gaff. You know, like, for me, if you address someone with good intention, that's good enough for me. X, have you thought of building futuristic hovercrafts or any flying vehicles in your base to make it more dynamic? That's a very interesting idea. That reminds me of the way Scar looks at the game. You know, he builds these environments and brings them to life with inanimate buildings. I struggle to go in that direction, but it's a challenge I would one day like to take on, I guess. And my Season 8 plans would possibly be doable in some way, but you know, Scar plays Minecraft in his way, I play this in mine. You know, Cub, False, everyone's got their own ways of playing Minecraft, and you know, learning from one another and taking inspiration from one another is great. That is one of those things that Scar does that I just always feel like I can't quite find it in myself. I'm always a bit more inspired by the playing of the game and the farming and the technical stuff, as opposed to this thing that's in my area now that like tells a story. However, I've been trying to make my base feel more immersive to me this season. Like, the reason I built it the way I did is because I knew I was going to be flying everywhere. So it's like, well, I want to fly to each of the things that I build. That's why we got landing bays. So you can see how the function of the game created the form of my base. But I haven't taken it to that level where it's now also kind of like telling a story. I mean, maybe I'll get there, but what I got planned for next season is currently not giving me any ideas in that direction, because my next season plan is kind of crazy. Do you already have Season 8 plans, Setzi? Yeah, I do. And maybe Season 9, because I want to do an in the sky base eventually as well. Like a not touching the floor, level 255, like fly up and find me type base. Okay, how about those noises in the ear? Because I'm clearly behind by quite a bit. I think I've just been waffling for far too long. Oh my goodness me. George Philos for 12 months. Dude, it's been a year. Thank you for all the amazing content. I really get bored easily. And when I watch your videos to watch, I never get bored. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. Toss Spring is here, gifting a sub to Randy Sink. Thank you so much for supporting our community. Official Jaden has gifted a sub to Can't Pronounce Your Name. No, I can't. No. No. The name is Can't Pronounce Your Name. Jeez, it's not that I can't pronounce it. I pronounced it perfectly. Thank you for gifting that sub, Jaden. Appreciate it. Glassy 2020 is here for 2 months. Why do you cover all the water up? Oh yeah, because I want the arena to have a roof. And we should also go down there and check out what it feels like. I was supposed to do that a while ago, before I built all of this. Matthew Hooley is here with a donation saying, "Hey X, missed most of the stream, but what if the players battling each other could enter the arena from random platforms controlled by Redstone? Each and every battles could be fresh and different." Definitely something to think about there. I'm not sure about making Redstone controlled platforms. There's an idea there that's interesting though, like perhaps having a respawn mechanism that we detect with Redstone to send the players to different points in the arena. That could be pretty interesting. But you know, at the moment, like, things are very open for this game in terms of development. Like, I'm not exactly settled on where it's going to go, so anything can kind of take place. I feel like it's very bland and white, and we're probably going to have the area itself a bit more I actually think it might be a bit pointless what I'm doing here. However, the windows, you're going to like see into the arena, right? So I'm really not sure if that was the best idea or not. It don't look right from down here. In fact, these walls don't really feel like the walls of the game. There's probably a lot of work that needs to be done here. I think I might actually pause this then, because look, if I decide to rip it all out again, it's not the worst thing ever. But that, yeah, once I put the roof on it, it just felt different. We need to really think about the layout of this game and what's going to happen. Doing a little bit of creative brainstorming right now might not be the worst thing ever as well. Okay, and what am I carrying around with me? Just keeping a check on all the things in the inventory. Okay, I'm really falling behind with these noises in the ear. Matthew, thank you again. Appreciate it. We got Lady Isabella with the Prime. 8-Bit Alfie for 2 months. Izarok for free. Death Mage Plays for 5. Thanks for all the computer knowledge. Glad you enjoyed me sharing a bit of knowledge. Appreciate it. That Navy Otter is here for 7 months. Spooky Dokie is here for 29. CR4 Chris with a nation saying, hi X. I've been watching your content for a while. I've been wondering how long a Hermitcraft season usually lasts. Thank you. Appreciate the donation, dude. Last season lasted almost 2 years. And every season of Hermitcraft has lasted more than a year, I believe. Some a year and a half. So this one will be at least a year, unless there's like a major Minecraft update and everyone feels like they want to move to that, and you know the timing means it's under a year, but probably a year, I'd guess. Some people are saying glass roof. Well, the problem with that is then you see what's above the glass, right? That's the problem with that. Liam Alia is here with a donation saying, hey X, I was wondering how you hermits managed to auto-click without dying as you are on hard. Been trying to figure out a solution on my SMP. Oh, I think I know what you're saying. You put food in your offhand and you eat it. Like my auto-clicker, you know, when you use the mob thing, it eats with food. Yeah, hopefully that's what you were looking for there. I think I got ya. Thank you so much for the donation. Appreciate it. Terranautica is here for 2 months, and JRGP is here with the Prime. Thank you so much. Peeps, I'm going to... There's the add button here. Also, 3,000 people watching. Thank you everyone for watching. How about I hit the add button? You know, it might make me an extra $1. Jeez, nah, I can't. Why even bother? I know they're terrible. No, that's the wrong thing. Okay, so what I want to do is press that one. Now you can't see me, I believe. Just going to check. Yep. Nope. You can still see me. Press that button again. Oh! Oh, there we go. Okay, it kind of flicked. Cool. I don't want to spoil what's in my test world, you know. That's all. You know, it's silly, I know, but... Oh, Minecraft is out of memory! Minecraft, why can't you remember what you are? Stupid game. All you are is a bunch of blocks. I'm a Snail says, what do you think about people with ginger hair being picked on? It's not nice, is it? It's not right. There was definitely a lot of that about when I was a kid. It's one of those weird things that probably doesn't get talked about enough, right? Like, we talk about racism and sexism, and there's also like a stigma. At least when I was young, it's probably more prominent around young people, right? Like in school and whatnot. But yeah, it's not on. Not on at all. Oh my goodness me. That is amazing. Oh, I can't believe it. Whoa. Jeez. Oh my goodness. Is that for real? I didn't think you could do that in Minecraft. Oh my goodness me. Oh, I'm so glad we're recording this. This is unbelievable. Look at Cup Van go. Oh, man. Whoa. Damn, that's cool. Whoa. Hermitcraft, eh? Anyway, we can't get distracted here. Let me just log out quickly and let's go into the old test world. Oh, I need to put the Minecraft thing back on, do I? Okay, we're back. Also, I need to adjust it, don't I? Cool. Alright, sweet. Okay, we've got a nice bit of clean area. Well, actually, we've got this. Also, I was been told that you need 2 air blocks above eggs, and I was doing some testing. Looks like the drowns have killed them all and despawned. So anyway, this arena, like, seeing that white roof and seeing these white walls... Actually, I need a bit more time than that. It kind of made me think that, like, this thing maybe needs to be a bit more enclosed overall. But I know I want to have a central area where it's open and you've got corals. Let's maybe just type in coral. Yeah, that's the way. Oh, these are just going to die if I put them on the sand blocks. Anyway, like a middle area with corals, like kind of like big and open. So a bit of a free-for-all area, right? I could have put water underneath them. Do you know? Do you know that? Do you know that? Look at me. I'm a smarty pants, aren't I? Oh, brain smarts. Activate. Okay. So something like that in the middle. We're going to have these corals, going to have sand. And then we want to have buildings either side, I think, is the trick. Ooh, and that happens to match the prismarine block. So for our build palette over on this side, we're probably going to want a bunch of these trees. I don't know, but some sort of buildings, right? So, depending on what side you're approaching from, you can see the corals, then you can see the big buildings. Now, when you go inside the buildings, you're then enclosed and you're not seeing the big walls. So, again, big coral area in the middle over here, then you go inside the buildings and you see the walls. So, in order to contain that experience, the buildings will connect to the walls. Let's get bone blocks. And then we'll create some sort of layout behind them, right? Now this layout doesn't actually have to be as big as the rest of the arena, so we'll probably focus on building that middle bit earlier. And then much of the game is going to be taking place inside of here. I like the idea of having see-through walls was another thought. So you could perhaps treat it like a bit of a maze, and as you go through you see that there is a player in the other part of the area. Also, I don't even know if the floor will be built out of sand, but we're just trying to speculate and create a game. So we can have like a maze floor type layout, and sometimes you see other players through the window, right? Multiple floors as well. But what would be the purpose of all that, okay? Why would there be multiple floors? What's going to happen on them? I feel like it's okay to say deathmatch, right? So we could have a respawn point with a bed, and you have... that being said, when you die, the tridents are going to float around in the water, so they kind of need to be collected. Unless we can get a crazy amount. I mean, we can probably handle losing a few here and there. The floor is coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Is it? Not sure what you mean by that. We got Matchy3107 for 5 months saying, "Hi X, random something, random something." Okay. Thank you for the support. We got My Shoe Bertie for 10 months saying, "Can you explain a little the mechanics of how you flooded the arena? I watched your last video last night and it was beautiful how it filled in the way it did." Again, thank you for being you. Appreciate the lovely message, dude. Yeah, it's pretty simple, right? Put ice on top of blocks at the height you want the water to be at. Okay. When you break the ice, you have a source block with downwards flowing water. You put kelp at the bottom. Kelp goes all the way to the top, and it turns all of it into water sources. So when you fill out an area, you obviously put down water sources in both directions, and it spreads. In order to do that to the top, you need to have water sources going to the bottom. So by mixing kelp and ice, it means you don't have to build big pillars of ice and use as many materials that way. Apparently it was a Star Wars joke, someone says. Okay. I do not want to use Dolphin's Grace, that's for sure. Oh yeah, capture the flag was actually an idea, right? So I think we'll balance the game by telling the hermits you got to wear this armor or that armor, and these tridents are the ones that you can use. So they'll be Riptide to move fast. Loyalty will be a big thing. Okay, so these are that breathing in mouth noise. It annoys me when I do that. I can't actually force myself to do it either. Funny enough. So we're looking at loyalty, and loyalty / what's it, impaling, and loyalty. What was that? / Riptide to get around. Okay, so those are your two types of weapon. And that's going to be it as well. I think just literally that. Those are your weapons. Armor balanced. So you have armor given to balance. Now, as for having a capture the flag, is there anything in this game, like I'm just thinking about how when you right click on a cake, like a piece of it disappears. What if you could do that in reverse? What if you could add things together to make something turn on? I mean, we could actually do that with redstone, but you could put any old block in a place and power it. So like, what unique ways do we have of detecting unique things? I know we have item filters, but I don't like the idea of that. I want something physical. Banner on your head, says Coughed. Well, that's not something you can do in survival, so. Cauldron? Yeah, you put water in it, but music disc, says Bar of Soap. You're actually right. That is totally detectable and totally unique. So, if we go to the music disc, right? Oh, this is fascinating right here. So, with each of these, we can create a different redstone signal, and with a little bit of comparison, we can do that perfectly. So, we can make like a capture the flag thing, but with this, possibly? So, you'd have to pick it out of a chest. But, like, in a way, you could do it with an honor system. Redstone would just come in and be like, okay, you use the disc. Nice. I'm thinking more of if you collect multiple targets, you've got to put them in the right spot, right? People saying composter. Yeah, if we limit the amount of items they can get, there's like a chance, isn't there? Loyalty and Riptide are mutually exclusive. Are they? I guess you don't throw the thing, you hold on to it with Riptide. Okay, that's not a problem, but thanks for pointing it out. So if you have 3 discs, maybe you've got 3 locations to defend. Turning an item frame. There are lots of suggestions coming through. And, you know, each suggestion suggests different things for the game design. This would be a kind of novelty way of doing something we could do easier or with honor, but yeah, I like the idea that there are 3 locations you can get a music disc. Maybe, can we do waterlogged item frames? That would be cool. And then when a team gets it, they've got to return it to the location, right? So, let's go check this out. This is... Actually, no, this is water source blocks, I'm pretty sure. So that's the thing. So, a player can fly in here and pop it off. And then you can go and return it. Interesting. Okay, so... So, like, let's have... Free flags, question mark, right? The rules are, when you get one from your own team, you've got to return it. We'll probably end up renaming these so that they are very obvious which side they're from, that kind of thing. You can knock item frame with Trident, says Orgio. Yeah, we'll have to lock the item frame then. Which might lock... might actually lock the item in it. I'm not sure. Let's check it out. Where can we get an item frame from, eh? I didn't put my book in there, though. Book's still in this one. Hey. Needs to have an item in it, I believe. Fixed item frame, yes. Must be enabled from admin menu. Oh, we haven't enabled it on the server yet. Is this a new... This is different last time we used it? So yeah, we should be able to overcome that if we enable it through the admin menu. So we can make them invulnerable, I believe. So might not be a problem, but... Actually, let's just test that now. Okay, what we're doing. Function. Is it AS, armor stand book? Admin. Fixed item frame toggle. Enabled. Okay, so... So, you know, I do the equivalent and shoot it with a bow. Looks like it ain't going to have a problem. Now, can I take something out of it? Then it's fixed, isn't it? Okay, that's got a drawback, unfortunately. So maybe not that one. What's interesting is the other game that I'm building kind of designed itself in a flash. Like everything came together. This one is way more open at the moment. Right, we got noises in the air. We got JG Diamond 123. For 10 months, saying, Hex, can you explain a little on the mechanics of how you flooded the... Oh, wait, we read that one. Thank you, appreciate it, dude. Oh, no, wait, I'm reading... Oh, I'm getting it all wrong. I'm getting it all wrong, people. JG, thank you for your subscription, appreciate it. We got Persian MC with cheers and bits. We've got Sliverin12301 with cheers and bits. Thank you to the both of you. Thank you for the support. We've got Kono Tyron here with a... Oh, that reminds me, Tyrion was another game I was thinking of. I'm going to put those on my list, like alternate games. /Infinite Factory. So if we start doing some variety games, which I might do probably tomorrow actually, then yeah, because we got Hermitcraft on the weekend. So tomorrow I might do a little bit of variety and play some old school game or Infinite Factory. Anyway, let's get back to that donation. Hey X, just a reminder, impaling does not affect the damage done to players /drowned, only aquatic mobs like guardians, fish, turtles. Oh right, okay. Can we put sharpness on the trident? Well, that's an interesting one then, isn't it? Either way, it's not a big deal because we can get the players to play naked, so you know they'll still take damage. Target block with trident, maybe. That's a cool idea, actually. What about multiple ones of these? We could use a... Nah, door's going to be a bit on the lame side. Let me grab something like this. Okay, so... that can be closed if we want it to. Let's actually do it with a lever. Okay, let's grab a trident. And some redstone components, like a comparator. And a lamp. I really like the idea of using the music discs for something though. It'd probably make most sense in like a puzzle game where you go through some sequences and then you pick up some items and you... Oh, I tell you what would be good for. Oh my goodness me. I've had a really great idea. Let's come back to that in a second. Let's put a pin in that. That's a fantastic idea. Okay. It would do that, wouldn't it? It would. Well, that's not the worst thing ever, actually. Like that, it temporarily locks itself. So, what if the players had a way? Like, let's think of it like this. There's walls here, okay? There's a layout, right? If you want to unlock that thing so you can shoot, you've got to come in here, okay? Flick the lever, go around, get to the target block because it's been unlocked. Shoot it. You've got a point for your team. Then I don't know what would happen after that. Maybe it locks itself. Maybe it's not resettable, right? I'm thinking of this as resettable. Maybe on each side there is a challenge, like a room, a guarded point, and you've got to unlock the redstone so that you can hit the target block. That sounds like the way to do it. Okay? That sounds like a good idea. Anyway, this other genius idea that I just had, okay? We can create... Where is it? Music disc. We can create this many unique items to choose to put into a jukebox. But here's the thing. We could rig up the jukebox with a comparator so that if you put in the wrong signal strength, you'll make it blow. Okay, so I don't know if I can do this right now, like doing a little bit of live thinking with the redstone. I also kind of don't want that to be playing. So I don't know what actually, let's just pick one with a smaller signal strength, right? We also got Sliverin12341 with cheers and bits saying, hey Sumo, I just started to watch Hermitcraft. Do you have a certain hermit to recommend? Dude, just go on to Hermitcraft and see, maybe hermitcraft.com and see what the latest video is and just check someone out, man. Check anyone out there. full of talent here on Hermitcraft, you know. Thank you so much for the cheers and bits, dude. Comboy is here for 46 months. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Okay. To those of you suggesting like flip-flop and how to wire this thing up, I'm just doing it in my head. Like, I'm not trying to build the redstone. That stuff will get taken care of if this is the concept we go ahead with. Okay. So, what we want to do... Actually, this is a little bit more complicated than I thought because... Yeah, no, this is not something I can do on stream. Anyway, here's the idea. So if we can make it so that you fail, like the redstone says you fail the game, maybe it blows you up or kills you or whatever, like you can use these as a bunch of puzzles. Like you could rename them to answers. So you can make like a riddle room where you unlock things one by one. So when you figure out, like let's say they're color coded to begin with, or there's clues around each of the jukeboxes, or maybe like 3 of them have got wall next to them, and there's a riddle, and you've got access to all the discs, and eventually you realize that it's telling you, you know, to put it in the cyan one, okay? Because you've got a bunch of options. So you put in the correct disc, it gives you some feedback, and maybe it gives you an item that's then the next clue in the sequence of where do these record discs go, right? I really like that idea. I think it needs a lot of thought. It needs to be carefully figured out. Trains CSMC is here for 4 months, saying 4 months with Assume. I love the Hermitcraft season so far. Glad you're enjoying it, dude. Thank you ever so much for 4 months of support. Appreciate ya. Sissy the Sniper says, man, I just love this. I'm glad you're enjoying it. So yeah, there's another idea. Like, I have never really made something like this. It reminds me of Cleo's escape room. But like, imagine trying to figure out, what are your riddles? What are they about? We got 13 clues that we want to put together, and then the players in this environment trying to figure them out and solve them one by one. I really think that could be something cool, right? Kiwi the Sif says maybe the target block gives you the music discs. No. Forget the target block. Forget PvP. Entirely new minigame idea. It's just the realization that we have these unique items that you can interact with a block and set off the redstone. You can do it with item filters. I just think it's really cool that you got them direct with records. So you could go into a room and the records are the clues, and if you put any one of these in the wrong jukebox, okay, you've lost. So that's 9, 14. 1 in 14 chance of losing the game if you try and wing it every single time you put one in. So if you try and wing it, you're probably going to lose. Maybe when you get to the last clue, it's obvious or something. Target block gives you the music disc. You bring the music disc to your side without getting killed. Yeah, now the music disc idea I'm not going to use for this PvP game. Anyway, we sussed out some really cool things here, which is what I wanted to do. Betsy Boo 123, thank you ever so much for 5 months of support, peeps. I'm doing an extra stream this week because we got the Wednesdays, and we'll be doing that over the next couple of weeks when there's not snapshots and stuff, right? So I'm thinking a couple of shorter streams here and there, today being one of them, and also going to do some variety gaming. So you've actually come to the end of the live stream. Can you believe it? Be sure to hit that follow button in chat, peeps, and we're also going to go and raid False Symmetry, who's streaming on Hermitcraft, so we're passing over the torch to False. Thank you everyone for your time today. Hope you enjoyed the shorter stream. That is it from me. Take care. Ciao for now. Bye-bye.